Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
and growing
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on the show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A Mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time. We are currently at CoHarbor, our studio sponsor, right?
So beautiful.
Oh, what a wonderful place. We get such great feedback about them and what they're doing. What's so great about CoHarbor?
Yes. So the owner, Jeremiah Callahan's just phenomenal. His attention to detail from the sound, from the aesthetics, he even got me a little microphone holder for our live Instagrams, Frank. I mean, just the attention to detail to service the business owners here who work out of here is phenomenal.
And what you always feel welcomed here. You always feel a part of this community. It's the most welcoming place that I've ever engaged. And we have some amazing people that work out of here as well.
We do. And they actually have a greeting host, which is incredible during their peak hours.
What an idea, right?
Yes. But some of the people working out of here, you just want to be here just to say hi to them. Like Chantel Bridges.
Ooh, and Melinda Joy Mingo.
Yes.
And our friend Tom
Carlson.
Yes, indeed. Wonderful people. And Lisa and I also engaged their facility in Denver called Coworking, which is a fantastic facility.
Gorgeous. Yes. And we have to do a huge shout out for Alan Briggs.
Yes.
He is our right-hand man, especially in this podcast studio. Mm-hmm. He has given us great wisdom and insight on how to use all the bougie stuff that they have in here.
The bougie stuff. Yeah.
It is. It's high end.
It is. It's wonderful. We're so blessed to be able to be here at CoHarbor. And you need to come in and do a 14-day free trial of this facility. Lisa, tell them a little bit about some of the great things that CoHarbor offers.
Yes. Well, their membership starts at $25 on up, and that gets them 24/7 access to a beautiful, gorgeous space. And not only that, Frank, you know what they have?
What?
Amazing pour-over coffee, which all of my friends love, and I love the tea. They have hot tea, and they have iced coffee, and they have sparkling water, all the things. It's so beautiful here, so come and check them out.
Well, come down and join us at Corporate and Tech Center Drive. Beautiful location over here. You can't miss us. We're sponsored by the great Joshua Geary with Cressio. And Joshua just won Hispanic Rising Professional of the Year. Yay! Hey, he's been with us so long, and he is really produces and helps us with this show.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Cressio.
Yes, so Cressio, they offer pay what you can consultations, and they specialize in not only just Chat GPT, but they will work with your business to help you get sustainable and then leave and leave you successful. Their goal is not to stay with you forever. Their goal is to keep you moving with excellence.
Indeed. And AI work, AI is the rage right now. Joshua is an expert in AI, and he and his team can help you navigate the sometimes scary road of AI and what's happening, and deliver work with you that you won't have to worry about all the myths about AI. They know how it works for you. And what I do love, Lisa, about Cressio is the pay what you can consultations to the
Absolutely.
underserved southeast sector of our city, reaching out and trying to help people.
Absolutely. So check them out at Cressio.com.
Indeed. We're sponsored by Brandon Kurt from Planet Duck.
Yes, he's the owner of Planet Duct, and he has the largest vacuums, strongest vacuums. And what is his slogan again, Frank?
Yeah, they're stronger than the vacuum of space. And Brandon and his family, with his 3 children, are just incredible. I know them personally.
Me too.
We've had a great opportunity to know them. He's a great family man. 25 years, been married to, what is his wife's name? Gava?
Gava. And she's a beautiful artist. And yes, they have an amazing farm as well.
They do. And he loves Star Wars. So if you're into that scene, give Brandon a call. He loves Star Wars, all things Star Wars-y.
Yes, not only that, but he loves the Colorado Springs. His give back throughout all local businesses in town is amazing, and we sure do appreciate him in town. They do have the strongest vacuums in Colorado,
Indeed.
which will help you get amazing air quality for your home.
Indeed. They find all kinds of stuff in our vent systems. They've done my house as well, and so many of my friends.
Yeah.
They really are the cream of the crop when it comes to duct cleaning.
They are.
And one last thing, many of you didn't know this, but Brandon has mentored many small business people in this community.
Yes.
His give back to our community is exceptional. So make sure to look them up because they are.
Stronger than the vacuum of space.
Yes, they are.
We are sponsored by the lovely, incredible Karen Butcher with Wesco Insurance.
Yes, Karen is an amazing insurance agent doing home, casualty, all these different types of insurance. And here's the deal. She has some of the same customers that she had when she started 24 years ago. They're still engaging her this many years later, which means she has to have some incredible customer service and some attentive skills. Right?
To include me.
And me.
She's helped me a lot over the years.
She's incredible.
So we really appreciate Karen Butcher and all the wisdom and savviness that she has in the insurance industry. So check her out, Karen Butcher, Wesco Insurance.
Please. Yeah, welcome to the Be Encouraged Show with Frank.
And Lisa.
We're so glad that you join us on Mondays and align with us in our goal of infusing hope and encouragement throughout the world.
That's right. We are now offering 2 free guests on our show every single Monday from 11 to 12 or 12 to 1 Mountain Standard Time. But we also have an amazing new venture that we've started this year, Frank.
Indeed. We have the free hug campaign that's starting that Lisa and I are going to go out in community, offer free hugs. Well, guys, welcome to the Be Encouraged Show, and I'm Frank.
I'm Lisa.
We're so glad to have you here on Monday morning.
Yes.
Yeah, Lisa, we survived.
Woo!
Yeah, right. So whole
Yes, we
weekend
did.
of tiredness and
These two
stuff.
folks exhausted us.
Yeah.
In the best of ways. We are now
Totally.
superheroes.
Yeah.
You are superheroes.
Indeed. I need to be a superhero today.
Yes.
I am whooped.
You are
I'm
every
telling
day.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. But anyway, we're so glad to have you here because you guys are amazing, and the reason that we exist and the reason we have a weekly reach of potentially up to 50,000 people every week on the show here. We're so glad to have you, Lisa. So why don't we kick off? Because what are we doing here?
All right. Well, we provide a platform for entrepreneurs and community-focused individuals to expand their reach and create a positive impact in the Colorado Springs community. And we're joining you live here in Colorado Springs with some great guests from
yes.
out of town.
I know.
Woo! I can't wait to introduce them in just a minute.
From Vegas.
Yeah. And if you want to join us internationally, remember you can go to our website and select international via Instagram to join us live from anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Today's show is sponsored by the great folks at Cressio, who help speakers, coaches, and event planners use AI to automate their marketing, streamline event management, and grow their audiences without adding to their workload. That sounds like a good deal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And visit Cressio.com to learn more and check out the flyers, guys, that we provided for you. Please take
Yep.
those with you because Cressio is an incredible company. They really are.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we're super excited to have you guys. They are from Vegas.
We
We
are.
are from Vegas.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
to be from somewhere.
Yes.
Right, yeah. So,
But although you with the clothing line you have, you look more like you're from Florida, I would say.
I'll take it.
Right?
Vegas, Florida,
California.
California,
California.
Philippines.
Philippines.
all of this stuff. So let's introduce these great people, Lisa.
Yes. So we've got the magnificent Christoff J. Weihman. Yes. That's all I really need to say, but I'll continue on. So he is an award-winning speaker, empowerment coach, and best-selling author who produces transformational events, which we just experienced, such as the Heart-Centered Summit and the Ultimate Speaker Competition. He inspires others to live with purpose, share their greatness, and create lasting impact through powerful communication.
Powerful communications. And we have the lovely Michelle Weihman here as well, BSN registered nurse and is an award-winning nurse at Dad Empowerment Coach and best-selling author. She is the founder of the Dare to Care movement that empowers women to reclaim their power, overcome limitations, and live authentically, drawing on decades of healthcare leadership. Had to pause at decades.
Yeah.
Not that old, guys. Decades of leadership and a passion for transformation. Welcome, guys. We're honored.
Thank you.
to have
Thank you.
here
We
today.
are so excited and grateful to be on the Frank and Lisa. Is it called Be Encouraged?
Be encouraged with Frank
Be
and Lisa. Yeah.
We were lucky to squeeze in. I don't know how it happened, but you pulled the strings, and
Yes.
we are so grateful to be here this morning with you.
Absolutely.
Indeed. You know, what we do in this show, people are always interested in what we do, but more people are interested in who we are.
Sure.
Right? So we want to create space this morning as we're talking to you people, because normally one leads into the other. We know that you're doing great work around the world in these platforms that you produce, but Christopher, who are you?
Christoff.
Who am I?
Christoff. I'm sorry, that's right.
No worries. No
Yeah,
worries.
I like Christoph better.
Thank you.
So does he.
I do too.
And his mom.
Excuse me. I like my name. Who am I?
Yeah.
Isn't that the question that we all are always answering? I'm a heart-centered leader. I'm a person who cares deeply for the people that I work with and that I serve. Being an author, being a coach, that's a title, but I think at my core, it's about service, and it's about connecting with people and empowering, helping them find their voice, helping them find their voice on a Monday morning, helping people really embrace and accept and acknowledge their gifts and greatness. As I mentioned at the event that we just shared together, that one of my mentors is Les Brown. And Les Brown says, you have greatness within you.
Yes. But before we go there, because we'll unpack all of that.
Okay.
As we're
I didn't answer it the right way.
And there's no right or wrong, right?
I know.
Well, we're just trying to guide the conversation
Absolutely.
because we want to amplify this and you the very best that we possibly can today. And we know that origins are important to that. So this is the outcome of origins. What's the origins of Christoff?
Way back. Take us
Way back.
way back in the day.
Take him on the way back machine.
87 years ago. I grew up in a small town called Ottawa, Illinois, southwest of Chicago. Not a lot of diversity, very small, white, Midwestern town. And I was an athlete, but I wasn't ever a superstar. I played sports. I was an artist.
So that creative bent was already coming up.
Yeah. I loved drawing from a very young age. Went to Catholic grade school. Was an altar boy. I don't know. I thought I was a normal kid. But as I got older, I realized I wasn't a normal kid. I think just like many young people, searching, trying to figure out who I was, what I wanted to be. Not real close with my parents. Had 3 siblings.
Where did you fall?
I will tell you. So
Be nice.
there's 4.
This is live.
There's 4 siblings, and my brother was the oldest, and my youngest brother, and then my sister was number 3.
See, number 2.
So I was number 2. And I, sorry about my voice. I, from an early age, I felt I was the black sheep. And then later on, as I grew older and I began to realize what my talents were, I really embraced being a black sheep. Because I feel, in my years of experience, I've seen that oftentimes those who are quote-unquote black sheep are often the late bloomers, but then ultimately the ones who propel to the next level. I was the first in my family to get married. First of all, the first one to, I didn't go to college out of state. I went to a small junior college. All my other siblings went out of state. I joined a non-denominational mission organization when I was 18 years old. And I went overseas to serve in the mission field.
That's how you ended up in the Philippines?
That is how I ended up in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
That is.
Yeah.
How old were you?
18?
I was 18.
Okay.
18
So you were
and a
out of
half,
high
19.
school at that
Yeah,
point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Less than a year after graduating.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went to the training, which was on the island of Saipan in the Micronesian Islands in the North Pacific. Remember, small town, Ottawa, Illinois. I went to the travel agent, and I said, I need to book a ticket for Saipan. And she said, oh, you mean Japan? I said, no, Saipan, S-A-I-P-A-N.
Right.
She said, oh, Saigon. No, true, absolutely.
Wow.
And she said, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And this is back it was 1982 or 83. And she said, well, give me a few days. We're going to go look it up.
A few days.
Yeah. Well, there was no internet back then.
Oh.
They had to look through some travel guides.
Atlas.
Like, call somebody up. Saipan, where is this? And I left when I was 18 and a half, 19 years old, and I spent the next 11 and a half years in the mission field.
Wow.
And yeah, that was, I learned the language, the culture.
So you know Tagalog?
I do.
Huh.
I've often been known to do karaoke in Tagalog.
Yeah.
And he also knows
sing
Ilocano.
Does what?
He also knows Ilocano, which is another
Two
Filipino
different
language.
languages.
Yeah, there's a lot of dialects in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just found we had a couple in studio that were
You said
here
that.
from the Philippines.
Amazing.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, indeed.
So your reach truly
Is
is
international.
Around the
international.
world. Yeah,
So
we're
very
working
exciting.
with them now to go overseas.
To speak there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
We definitely need to collaborate on
We,
that.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
yeah,
so fantastic.
yeah. Yeah, so Michelle, you got the same name as my beautiful bride.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you both share that beauty. So give me something on that. Yeah, you're an awesome self.
oh, yeah.
Somebody's got to be beautiful. Might as well be you.
I mean, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Give us a little bit of your story, my friend.
Oh my goodness. I was born in South St. Louis, born and raised. St. Louis is a place you really don't leave. And I, after 28 years, I got married at 16. I was married for 28 years. That most of that relationship was less than positive. But throughout that relationship, I went to nursing school and I had 3 amazing kids, and I don't regret any of that.
Right.
And if I would have gotten a divorce sooner, who knows if I would end up in Vegas. So I love the journey I've gone on.
The timing was right.
The timing was right. So anyway, I was born in South St. Louis. I went to nursing school, finished nursing school, went through this marriage, had some difficulties. But I also was always at work, speaking of superheroes, I was Wonder Woman. I could do anything. You know, you need an IV started, call Michelle. You need this, you need this, you need this, you call Michelle. All along. Like, from the beginning, I've always been a healer. I've always been just who I am. I'm a healer, and I'm an animal lover. Those are my 2 big traits, right?
Yeah.
I got divorced after 28 years.
What does it make up your original family? Like how leaving and getting married at 16 is not the typical pathways into life. So
That's funny that you say that, because actually my grandma got married when she was 18. Or had my mom rather when she was 18. My mom had me when she was 18, and I had my son when I was 18.
Oh,
So when you say it's not the typical
There is a
path,
there is that.
thankfully that pattern has been broken
Yeah.
by my children. But yeah, there was a huge, things like that. They are not hereditary, but they run in families.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Truly, my parents were also in an abuse. My mom was also in an abusive relationship with my dad, so I continued that pattern as well. So, and you just think it's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell people, if I'd have seen a patient come in with the same bruises that I had, I'm required to report it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it. So I after I finally saw, and I didn't want my daughter to end up in a relationship like this.
Right.
I didn't want her to think, okay, this is okay.
Yeah.
So,
But there's some contradictions running through my mind.
Okay,
and
I'm
you
here.
forgive me, but I need to ask this because you didn't want your baby to see this pattern,
right.
yet you stayed for 28 years.
Yeah,
so help me understand that.
absolutely.
How that works together.
Good Christian families don't get divorced. When my ex-husband, when I don't know how triggering this is for people, just trigger alert. My ex-husband had a gun pointed at me. He was going to shoot me and then shoot himself. And that was the last night that he stayed with me. But even after that, he went to the pastor of our church, and the pastor of my church came knocking at my door and said, "You have to forgive."
What?
good Christian families don't get divorced. That's after he told him that he had a gun pointed at me.
Yeah, murder-suicide plan.
Yes.
Oh, my.
So why did I say? Because that's just what you do.
That's what you do.
You know, my parents got divorced when I was young, and I didn't want it was so weird, you know? It's like everybody else's parents are married.
Yeah.
Everybody. Nobody else had to go to 2 different churches every week. Nobody else had to go do all these other things that I had to do. And now looking at it, I say was allowed to do. I was allowed to go see both sides. So when it was just scary. Now, then my son, he gets into a relationship and he said, well, she would yell at me, but at least she didn't hit me like Dad. So it's a contradiction. It's different.
Yeah.
But I got to the point where I was like, I don't want my kids to do this. I don't want this to be the relationship that they're in.
Right.
And so my intention was to, at that point, get out and be safe.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot.
No, it's okay.
Because I did the very same thing. I stayed married for 20 years for my kids because I had experienced divorce and chaos coming up and etc. So I wanted them to experience difference, but in trying to protect them, I ended up
putting them in the
very same situation, and then seeing the outcome of that later, even in their lives.
And that's exactly it. Like it's so difficult because you think you're protecting them.
Yeah.
You think you're taking care of them, and then you realize how much you didn't protect them.
Yeah.
And that's just by not being myself, not being authentic in myself, and saying, I'm not safe here. And once I was able to say that, which took extreme measures, then I could make myself safe.
Well, congratulations.
Well,
Yes,
thank you.
that
Thank
takes
you.
a lot of courage.
Yeah, it does. And resolve
Yeah.
and resilience and all that good stuff.
All that grit.
We see
All the
just
grit.
emanating from Michelle today,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How cool is that,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, she's a boss. She's a nurse leader. She's a empowerer, inspirer of others. She's just this light.
Thank you, honey.
I know it wasn't my turn yet. Sorry, I had to interject.
Good job.
I'm not going to sit quiet while you're complimenting my wife.
I gotta give me some of.
Why didn't you say anything?
I gotta give me some of this, right?
No. All the shine is.
Now, one of the interesting things in my nursing career that I found was that whenever you go into the hospital nurses are supposed to say, "Do you feel safe at home?" I was the only nurse who got people actually said, "No, I don't," and I know that that's because they could feel me. When I received a Daisy Award, is an international award for nurses. And when I received that, it was because I helped another nurse get out of a situation which she was being violated by having violence against her. Christoff and I actually put her and her dog up in a hotel for a couple of days to allow her to be able to be safe.
She was a brand new nurse coming to town.
Really?
A traveling nurse.
Oh.
And she was in this unsafe situation upon her arrival, upon starting her job. I mean, there's so much stress already. New job, new location, and then being in an unsafe situation. And she said, would it be okay? Of course it's okay. So that's what Michelle said. We're going to get to her hotel for a few days so she and her puppy can be safe and she can get away.
Well, the guy
And
hit
start
the
the new
dog.
And that's
opportunity.
probably why Michelle did it.
The guy
Because
hit
she
the
had a
dog.
puppy.
Because of the dog.
She said the guy hit the dog.
The guy
The
hit
woman
the
was
dog.
just an add-on, right?
Make sure
She was okay.
she's okay.
Oh,
I did supply. We supplied food for both of them.
yes,
right.
right. Oh my God.
Look,
You would fit well in Colorado Springs
Yes,
because
actually.
when someone said they treat you like a dog, here
Yeah,
it's a
yes.
good
it's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my.
Yes.
felt like I was treated like a dog. Well, man, you must be a king.
Exactly.
Yeah. Number one city in America 4 years ago for animal lovers.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Colorado Springs.
Thank you for letting us know.
Like all the breweries and
That
the
is
coffee
so
shops,
awesome.
like locally owned places,
Yes.
you could
Yeah.
totally bring your dog.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and we brought Rascal, one of our dogs, with us
Yeah.
on this trip. trip, and
Of
he's
course
been
you
in,
did.
Yeah.
First time for him to go on a trip
Yeah.
with us.
She
together.
then let him in the car.
Come on, Rascal.
Right?
somebody had to drive while I held the dog.
Right. That's awesome.
Rascal, here's our driver. I'm really delighted to know that, because that is a big part of who we are.
Yeah.
And we have plans that revolve around, we have some, we're actually doing a collaboration book. Can we
Yeah.
mention this?
Sure,
We're doing a
absolutely.
collaboration book inviting authors who are puppy parents.
Aw.
And it is called, I've had this vision for 7 years.
Oh my.
I've had the URL, the website, which I haven't built out until just this year. It's called The Puppy Principles.
Oh.
It's about the life lessons and inspirations and stories that we gain from our puppies.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily the subtitle, but kind of a tagline in my mind that goes along with it. Have we heard this phrase? When the student is ready, the
teacher
master or the
appears.
teacher shall appear. I rephrase it to, when the student is ready, the puppy shall appear.
Here.
He did that. I did not do that.
Yes. She's like,
Christoff
J. Weihman.
You've already introduced me, so it's just Christoff henceforth.
Yeah, I love that though, because here's a guy that is in tune with branding.
yes.
Right? So
You brand
it's
very
so
well.
important that we do that, right, ladies?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But you do well doing personal branding like we do. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're known for your name and, your
And
face.
it's important.
It is.
Yes.
There's so many people that have so many gifts and talents and abilities and great businesses, and if we're talking about speakers, their messages, but so many of them are hidden, right? And they're maybe hesitant, or they're afraid, or they just don't know that it's not enough to just show up. We have to put in the work, and when it comes to branding, you've got to stand out. I mean, there's I'm amazing at what I do. You're amazing at what you do. You're amazing at what you do. You're amazing at what you do. Guess what? We're not the only ones.
Nope.
Right.
We're not the only
Oh, yeah.
ones. So you've got to somehow grab attention.
Yeah. Well, I love that you said that, right? Because you look amazing, especially for a Caucasian.
But not only that, you're wearing sharp hats without being bald.
Yeah. True. And when I'm on stage, most
I thought for sure you were bald.
And
He's not bald.
early days.
He's got good hair.
I don't have as much, but I still got good hair.
Looking sharp, bud.
And many times in my early days of speaking and doing training, I felt the need to take my hat off and say, because I'm not bald, otherwise people think, oh, well, he's got to be bald.
Yes, that's why he's wearing the hats.
And the thing is the fedora and the vest and the tie, sometimes jacket, sometimes not, is my brand.
Yeah.
If I show up somewhere and I don't have a fedora on,
People we
they'll say, what, you're not working today?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What are you?
How did that originate?
It originated when my first book came out, Getting to Wow, Everybody Wins with 5-Star Service. I always wore a suit or shirt and tie and blazer, but I never had any fashion sense. It may or may not have went together. It may or may not have.
Back in the day.
We got married. I got a
lot
little
of
bit more
knots.
understanding.
A lot of knots.
She said a lot of
I
knots.
love purple, and maybe I'll have a green jacket. I don't know.
What is happening
At least
here?
I'm dressed formal or business professional. And so my understanding of style and colors grew a lot from connecting and meeting Michelle and us being together. But when we were preparing for the book launch, my first book launch, we created a series of book launch events, and I went and bought a fedora. And at that book launch event, we did 6 in a row over the course of probably 2 weeks. Almost every single time, there were 2 or 3 or 4 people that said, "Oh man, that
cool.
look,
Yeah.
that's your brand."
Yeah,
I said, "What? Oh yeah, that's you."
that's you.
Okay. And then it grew.
And now, like 30 plus fedoras later.
We have Michelle took an antique ladder.
I bought an antique ladder.
and painted it and put hooks on it, and it's at the top of our stairs, and it has all my hats and her scarves.
All my little
In her
scarves.
scarves.
Yeah.
Now here's the problem with what I've done. As I said, if I don't wear the hat, I've now painted myself into a corner.
Yeah.
But the positive is I'm recognizable. I'm 6 foot for an American male that used to be tall.
Yeah.
It is not,
Not
tall
tall
anymore.
anymore.
Right.
No.
So my height does not command attention, does not grab attention. But in a room, I'm the guy with the fedora.
Yeah. Well, it's the same for me. It's if I don't have a suit jacket and things on in my community, we go, "What's wrong, Frank?
What happened to Frank?
Are you okay?
What happened to Frank? I mean, you're the same way.
Yeah.
And it
it's
also,
my brand. So yeah.
It's about taking pride in how you look, and not that people have to, whatever a person's style is.
Yeah.
I think it should.
Yeah. Do you?
But be intentional.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
people will remember you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, like on the weekends, I like to take my glasses off because
Are you kidding me?
I'm known for my glasses, and it's like annoying because it's not fair to me. Everyone recognizes me, and I'm like, this is so not fair. So I like to, like, if I'm at the gym, no glasses.
Chill it out.
As I'm dancing with John out and about, no glasses. It's a thing.
And your glasses, I mean, look at this, perfectly matched, amazing.
And it matches my hair.
Yes.
Got
Well,
you to throw that
resilience
in
and
for
purple.
free.
You,
That's
did you
right.
know that? Yeah.
Oh my word! I just love it, guys. We have Christoff J. Weihman and Michelle Weihman on today from Las Vegas. Lisa and I had the incredible joy of the last 3 days that we're trying to recover from.
Yes. We're still recovering.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, my friend. Yeah, the last 3 days of meeting with these fine people in this event. Which one of you want to tell our audience about the event that we just experienced?
I can do that. The Heart-Centered Summit is something really special that we've created. It's a place where we bring heart-centered leaders in to just share their messages, but then we also have developed, Christoff mostly has developed these different exercises that we do throughout the event that just help empower and build you. Now you take it from there.
Thank you. Every time we do any kind of a project, it evolves over time. We have a vision, we have an idea. Our flagship event, the Ultimate Speaker Competition, we've been doing since 2019. I'm not talking about that right now. Just to reference, though, that from the beginning, when we are inviting people to consider to either attend or enroll as speakers, I've always used the term seeking heart-centered leaders and speakers. Heart-centered leaders and speakers for the last 5 years. And then 2 years ago, I felt like, okay, we've been doing Ultimate Speaker Competition for a good period of time. It's established. I think there's something else that doesn't have that competition aspect. And even the competition is very uplifting and empowering. But this event, the Heart-Centered Summit, grew out of a combination of just that understanding that these are our people, these are who we connect with and attract. If somebody, and I even say, if somebody is looking at our website for the event or considering the information, if they're not heart-centered, they're just not going to love it. They're like, if that's not your thing, then you're going to be put off, or this is not me, or this is not cool, or whatever the word is. And then, in addition, in my speaker coaching program called Stand Innovation, I have one part of one module where I ask the students, if you were a superhero, who would you be? And we spend maybe 15 minutes on it, complete. And they just kind of ponder, and then they answer 3 questions. Okay, well, if you created a superhero, what name would you give it? What might be the special powers? And that's it. And I had done that for a number of cohorts of Stand Innovation. So those 2 ideas, I was like, okay, there's something here. And so we created the Heart-Centered Summit the one we just did in Colorado Springs
So much fun.
at the Antlers
Yeah.
Hotel was so magical. And it has two parts. First part is about removing the masks, removing the labels, the limiting beliefs, the things that are holding us back. And that's what we spent all day Saturday on. And then Sunday, the next day, is about then embracing our greatness. And in a fun and playful way, creative, out of the box. I know, kids play, but as adults, sometimes
We forget.
you're a little bit serious, right? You have a serious side to you.
Oh,
I know
yes.
you're fun,
Yeah.
but you have serious. I'm serious too. Sometimes we forget to play as adults. Sometimes we forget to imagine and to be able to embrace our superhero-ness and then identify that in how we are called to show up in the world and serve and lead. So it's not just a fun time like, oh, okay, that's fun, that's playful, but there's a real deep meaning to it. And I think you will agree that over the last few days, we've seen people having breakthroughs in transformation. And that is the reason and the purpose for why we do it. It's not just let's come and have an event. And there's a real deep purpose.
One of the people that were in the, it was Mark Rodriguez's wife, came up to me. She said, I don't know how to explain what happened to me this weekend. Life-changing isn't enough.
That doesn't even.
She
doesn't
said,
even-
life-changing isn't enough.
Oh my.
I mean, breaking boards and breaking through limitations with breaking boards. How cool was that?
That was amazing.
cool.
It's the first time I've done it. I know that
First
I
time
love
for
what
me
happened
too.
with my partner
Yes.
here in that space. Talk about a little bit about what that board breaking did for you.
Yes. Well, it's been on my bucket list, since I can remember, to do something like that. And I was terrified. I was so terrified. And then when it came down to the point when you're holding the board and I'm supposed to do it, you talked about afterwards how I literally broke through what I thought was going to hurt me.
Yeah,
That didn't hurt me when I did it.
at all.
What did you call that? How did you phrase that? That was so amazing. When he was speaking yesterday, you kind of tapped into that on the fear that you think something's going to happen and it's not going to hurt you. You're more powerful than that. And then Ribbon, who was there, he pointed out my board broke into 3.
yeah.
I pointed that out.
Yes,
Or we both
but
did.
the next
You broke
day,
into 3 and you said 3 is your favorite number.
3 is my favorite number.
And you're the only one. I don't even
I'm
know
the
how
only one
you
that got
did
into
it.
3.
I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, well, Ribbon said yesterday morning when he came back, he said, Lisa, I had an epiphany about that 3 and the splitting and all that. He's like, you busted that thing up. You
Yeah.
had.
You didn't break through. You busted through.
Yeah, and
That's
you
what
had
exactly
that.
what he said.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was very powerful. I completely was like, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you had that moment that you had the opportunity to make a decision. And the decision could have been, I'm just not doing it.
Right.
Because you were in that moment, and so many of us, we have things in our life like that, right? What we did was meant to empower. And many of the ones in the room, after they did it, they thought, there was like, well, that was too easy.
Yeah.
That was too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could think of life that way?
Yeah.
Sometime when we break through, say, why was I waiting?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna frame that board truly in my office because I was like, I'll always remember what I thought would hurt me didn't.
Yeah.
What I thought
That's
would hurt me
huge.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even one of the people there, Debbie Lynn, she ended up with some bruises on her
Yeah.
arms from it. But she said, I don't even care about
Yeah.
these. I did it.
She did
Yeah.
it.
I
'Cause
did
she
it.
bruises so easy.
Yeah,
And
and,
she
and the
also
bruise
did
was
not-
on top anyway. It wasn't
Yeah.
even where
Right.
it was just
Right.
the blood flow
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
But she also, in the moment on the stage with the board, she was deciding if she was going to do it or
Yeah.
not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she hadn't, things would be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then she got on stage and rocked it out.
Yes, she did.
Like she meant it, man. I'm talking about right.
Bam.
Debbie Lynn, we are saying your name.
Yes.
Yes, we
Frank and
are.
Lisa podcast.
Indeed. You know, Robert Frost said this, guys, he said I should be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. What is your road less traveled?
Every single thing I've ever done in my life. Every single thing I've done is not normal, not traditional, not conventional. I didn't go to a normal, I didn't go away to college. I went to a small junior college. When I went to the mission field, I was not connected with a church, so I joined a non-denominational mission organization, so I didn't have the support of a home church. Instead of doing something in service in ministry in the U.S., I went overseas. Every single thing that I do, I mean, even the events that we do, when we do speaking events, they're different. And I say I'm a contrarian, but I'm not a contrarian for the sake of just being different. My mom might disagree. She might disagree.
She had to raise you.
But I follow my path and I follow my heart, and my faith is very strong in the Lord, and the path is always not going to be the one that everybody else does, because and I think that every single one of us have a divergent path. We're not all meant to go this way at all.
Right.
And if we're all going the same way, then everybody is doing the same thing, and it doesn't create impact, and it doesn't create change, and it doesn't transform lives.
I like the story of the buffalo where when there's a storm coming, all the cows try to move away from the storm, right? They just keep moving further and further away from the storm. But the buffalo's like, no. And they go through the storm.
Absolutely.
And they're on the other side. And that's what we did this weekend, is we took people through their own storm.
And you took you through it.
And we took us
Absolutely.
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was really the first heart-centered summit, right? Your
No,
first
it
one?
was the fourth one.
It was the fourth one. Okay.
The first one out of Las Vegas.
First one outside
outside of
Las
Vegas. Okay.
But many of the things that we did
Were the first
were
time.
the first for us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was major breakthrough for us.
Yeah.
And there was, I don't know if it, not fear, but I don't know what the word would be. I had great concern for if it's going to come out the way that I hope and pray.
We call that trepidation.
That did come to my mind. I don't know if I wanted to say that. So I had trepidation. Friday evening, as we were preparing for the heart wall, which we're not going to give away all the secrets.
Right, yeah.
But as I had said on stage, I had the vision for this. And I just want to say to the audience, look, friends, if you have a vision for something, there's a reason why you have it. It's not just an idea. I don't believe whether a person has faith in God or not. That it doesn't matter. God has faith in you.
There we go.
Right. But those inspirations, those ideas, those visions. I have an idea for a project, for this or that. They're coming to you for a reason, and it's not just for you to think about it or to brainstorm. There's a reason for it, because you're meant to be a vessel through which other people are blessed. And so when I have this idea, I want to put this event together, this part of the event, and make this part of the experience, there's all this thought and idea and implementation and getting the materials and how is it going to work. We didn't know how it was going to work or how it was going to be received when we invite people into the room and we say, hey, we want you to go do this. People could have been resistant, but remember, we do our best to only attract heart-centered people. But there is always a risk. There is a risk that it's never been done before.
Right.
But then when we see people going through that process, and we step back, I said, oh my God, of course, Lord. And my stone that I picked was trust.
Yeah.
And it's such a great reminder because I need that.
Yeah. Don't we all?
We all need that. Well, because
No, we don't.
life is lifey, right? It happens
Life
to
is
us.
lifey.
I say life be lifing. Life be lifing.
Yes, exactly.
I'm a lifer.
Yeah. Let's go. It's funny. I tell people though that like God doesn't give you a dream as a practical joke. Like I'm gonna take
Even though
this
it feels
and
that
I'm
way
gonna
sometimes.
hold it just out of your reach and not let you have it. God doesn't do that. He doesn't do that to us. So the fact is that if God gives you a dream, there's a way to make that
There's a
happen.
way to make it happen,
And
and it's for a reason.
What Mark Rodriguez said, take your fingerprints off of God's blueprint.
Yes,
So
I
good.
love
And
that.
let God do His job. Take
Yeah.
your fingerprints
So
off
good.
God's blueprint. It's amazing.
I posted just last week, Lisa, that people are always looking for the doors that God is opening, but they won't let go of the doorknob.
right.
Right. That's so true.
Yeah.
I want to open it myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not that one. Not that one. A different one.
Yeah, let go of the doorknob. Guys, we are winding down a little bit because great conversation with the Weihmans always goes quickly
Very
because you
quickly.
guys rock, right? So great conversation.
As do you. May I just say thank you for both of you, Frank
Yeah.
and Lisa, showing up at the event. We've been connected on Facebook for a great period of time, but we never had the opportunity to interact or to
Right.
engage. And you also, not knowing, I mean, you've seen us from afar, maybe. You've never been to our event, but you said yes to come and join us. And not only that, but you put yourselves on the line and introduced us to your community. And you invited people in, not knowing what you were going to experience, and then you extended it as an invitation. So truly, I want to honor and thank you for that, because now here we are, and we see a vision for potential collaboration. And the things that, even just what you shared about the puppies, we already love Colorado Springs. Michelle's family is already here, her son. And we see, this is not our only time that we're going to be doing events in Colorado Springs. For you to say yes and to spend it, and then to make the commitment. You were both there from Friday at the VIP experience all the way through Saturday, all the way through Sunday.
Yeah. And we
And
appreciate
it's not
it.
a small thing.
Yeah. You're
And
very
so
welcome.
we really appreciate you, and this is the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning.
Well, before we go to the famous question, we need to ask you
Uh-oh.
guys
Here
to
we
share
go.
real
Of
quick.
course, there is a famous question. there's always
Yes.
a catch.
Share a little bit about the upcoming
Oh,
Ultimate Speaker
Events that you
event.
have. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
We have the Ultimate Speaker Competition is coming to Austin, Texas, which is a short flight or a beautiful drive from
From anywhere
Colorado
in the
Springs.
United States.
It's about 12 hours or 13 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Without
It's a
peeing
beautiful,
or
but it's a
eating.
beautiful drive. They said it was 14. The ones
It's
that
probably
drove
14. Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what their stop
Yeah.
breaks. Yeah, and there was 4 of them in one car, so
Yeah.
I bet they took a lot of stop breaks. It's November
7 through 9.
7 through 9, and again, it's a 3-day. What we do, the day 1 is VIP, and just like you guys did this with this, and then the meet and greet. Then day 2 is more of the training aspect and activities and fun stuff like that, and day 3 is an actual competition with real judges, with real judge sheets who are going to go, oh, you said too much.
With awards and prizes. It's
With
called
awards and
Ultimate
prizes.
Speaker Competition. It is so much more than a competition.
Sure.
We say it's about connection. If you know us, you know us. Connection is foundational. It's about collaboration. It's about community. And there's a competition. But the competition takes place during the time that you are on stage. The rest of the time, it's those other 3 C's. Connection, collaboration. And it will be our 13th one.
Wow.
We've been doing this since 2019. We've worked with over 200 speakers, and it's for speakers of all levels. Whether somebody's just getting started, aspiring, or they've been at it for however long, and they want to do something new and fun and exciting.
That's what I love about it, though, because there's 3 levels of competition, and it gives, so no matter where you are in your speaker journey or your desire to be a speaker in your journey, there's a level for you.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
there's an opportunity for you to be a part
Exactly.
of and compete in this wonderful competition.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. We have 3 categories. It's the storytellers, the experts, and the inspirers. So we have the 3 different categories for the competition itself, and everybody's broken up into their categories. It's so much fun, so much blessings, and you just never know what's going to happen.
Well, I love that you two are a power couple and you work together throughout the whole thing. I think it's fabulous.
I do too.
It's not easy to work with a spouse.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
And
But you guys pulled it off without ripping each other's hair out. You did good.
well, you've not been to our first, second, third, and fourth, and fifth event.
Yeah, I was checking it out. Because I was seeing those little things.
She helps
but-
me stay in check.
Yeah, you guys did a wonderful job, really.
Thank you.
I wanted to know because Lisa asked you our special question right after this. The time, that's a long time.
Of
For
spending
3 days.
together?
Yeah, that's a lot. Why did you pick that much time to do that?
2 full days.
For the 8:30 to 6 on 2 of the days, and
Because transformation doesn't happen in a vacuum, in my mind. Not to say that it cannot happen in a short period of time, but it really, Michelle mentioned it multiple times, we create a safe space. And can you draw something out of somebody in a short conversation? Sure. But is it going to be life-changing? I think if you're asking, also because people make an investment. They make a financial investment. And so if there's a financial investment, there's going to be a commitment on our side to really deliver at a high level. I come from customer service.
she does too.
And it's about giving a 5-star experience. Could it be shorter? Sure. But it's also the time to shut everything out, everything down, because you're here. And I have spent, it also has to do with the events that I've been influenced by and the ones that have been most transformational. It wasn't me just going to a 2 or 3 hour seminar.
Okay.
It's, establishing that and building the connection, and that's how transformation works in my mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's awesome.
All right. Yeah, and there was no right or wrong answer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, not at all.
I wasn't sure if I
I was looking at your face, man. Well, you can't
Shall I
be wrong.
explain more? Thank you. And I love I've been on so many podcasts,
Yeah.
and we both have our own.
Yeah.
Just the love and the energy and the spirit and the fun that you bring. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I just love this.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Michelle, we're going to start with you.
Yeah.
We'd like, as you know, our whole mission is to infuse hope and encouragement to the world. So we would like you to take a moment and look at that camera and do just that, encourage the world, and then let them know how to reach you.
Absolutely. Well, to encourage the world, the big thing for me is that we have to, my brand is Dare to Care. My brand is Dare to Care because it's about caring. It's about caring for yourself. It's about caring for other people. It's about not being afraid to hold a door open for somebody. Or if say, wow, you've got a cute kid. When the kid's crying in the grocery store and you go like this, you turn your head away from them. But if you tell that mom, oh, your baby's so cute, suddenly that everything changes. Everything changes because you said 2 words, and you just changed that baby's life because you said your baby's so cute to that mom at that moment when she was frustrated and she was tired.
Right on.
Love that.
So I'm Michelle Weihman. I am the founder of the Dare to Care movement. I have a podcast Dare to Care with Michelle. I also have a Facebook group, primarily women, called Dare to Care with Michelle. You can reach me through the Facebook group. I'm also on Instagram. It's my name, Michelle Weihman. And I would just love to connect with any of you folks and have a good time, chat with you, and welcome you into my community.
Yep, you got 45 seconds.
45 seconds.
Go.
You have greatness within you. You have a calling. You have a mission. You have gifts and greatness that the world needs. And it's time to step up and no longer dim your shine. You are here for a reason. I'm Christoff J. Weihman, and you can find me on Facebook, Christoff J. Weihman, or Christoff360.com. And if you feel the tug, the pull, the calling to take your speaking to the next level, I would love to connect with you because the world needs your gift and your message.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wymans.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Rock.
Thank you. I'm going to applaud you because that's what I do.
All righty, guys. That's show number 1 of Be Encouraged with Frank.
And Lisa.
And we so appreciate you, and we will be back shortly with show number 2.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A Mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential
Well, welcome back, everyone. This is the Encouraged Show, and I'm Frank.
I'm Lisa.
We're so glad to have you here this afternoon because this is what we do.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
right?
our fourth show today.
I know, right? Lisa's still awake.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
We had a big weekend. We went to a seminar and it was amazing, but whoa, we're tired.
Yeah. We are, but you guys can pep us up today
Yes.
because we get an opportunity to talk to Corey and Bill.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think we're just gonna have a great conversation because these are incredible humans.
Yes.
Are you in Falcon, Whitefield, somewhere in that? Where are you?
So I'm in Fountain. I live in Fountain.
Fountain. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
My district. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was your district. Yeah, Mr. Applegate.
Yeah. It's one of those. Yeah.
Is it a requirement to live in your jurisdiction of where you work?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So Fountain,
Oh.
Whitefield Security Area is the majority of
Okay.
my district. So yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
in that
Cool.
area.
You've been there all your life? What?
Well, 20 years. I'm only 33, so I've lived in Fountain longer than anywhere else.
You only 33?
I'm only 33. Yeah.
Man, you are. My youngest kid is older than you.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you are a baby.
Do you have kids?
I do not.
No kids. Okay.
So I have time for politics. I'm single.
Are you married? Oh, he's single too, ladies.
No kids. So
Okay.
That's why I have time to do this.
All single ladies. All single ladies.
You're saying Corey's available, baby.
Yep.
Exactly.
No
There we go.
kids too. There's no baggage.
Exactly. There you
No
go.
crazy exes.
Yeah.
No. Well, we don't know about that, but
We can dig.
yeah. We're good at digging.
There you go.
Welcome back, guys. Today's show is sponsored by the great people at Cressio, who helps construction leaders and contractors use AI to reduce project delays, automate operations, and increase margins. Please visit them at Cressio.com to learn more about what they do. And guys, we gave a flyer for you today. Please take those home with you today because Cressio rocks.
Yes.
Yes.
And actually, Joshua, the owner's here today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So I had to say that.
Right on.
Cressio rocks, right?
And of course, we have Carrie Ann with KO Photography.
Well, thank you. KO.
She's amazing.
She is. Those are her bad points.
Yeah. Actually, I have a shout out for her. So my upcoming karaoke event, I do it once a quarter. It's free for business owners. It's the last Tuesday of the month, and she's going to be doing $25 business portraits.
$25.
Yeah,
guys.
that saves you like $175. So all my friends out there who have like your old pics that no one can recognize you because you're now older, you will be there. To include my husband, John's gonna buy one. He's like, oh yeah, he needs it. I'm like,
My
John, you don't
beautiful
look that
bride
way.
just did her new one. So.
Yeah, she looks great.
Oh man,
Yeah.
she looks hot.
That's the one. Look,
Yeah. Look at that woman.
yeah.
All right.
That's his bride.
Yeah, don't be jealous now.
Corey. He doesn't know us yet.
Exactly.
He said exactly.
All right, let's
All
get to
right,
the show.
time for my
Time to-
favorite part.
Go.
All right, time to introduce our amazing guest. So, I will start with the panel host, Mr. Bill Wysong.
For the 4 people that don't know him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Bill is the county commissioner for District 3, representing the west side of El Paso County, including Monument, parts of downtown, and areas of west of Highway 115. A U.S. Navy veteran. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you, my friend.
And University of Oregon graduate.
I guess you had to graduate from somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Go Ducks. Quack, quack. Okay.
There you go.
Now, Bill previously ran a home inspection business. That's how I met him.
Yes, and I.
And held leadership roles in water technology and telecommunications. Bill is also a dedicated neighborhood advocate for evacuation planning, shaped by his experience during the Waldo Canyon fire.
Oh,
Welcome,
did you
Bill.
live in that space?
I did.
Yeah.
I live in Mountain Shadows.
Oh, you live in Mountain Shadow. Oh my, did you lose your home?
We were very lucky. The home survived, but our landscape was basically
Gone.
decimated.
Yeah. Because what, 400 homes were destroyed?
346.
346 homes destroyed.
What
Yeah.
year was that?
That was 2012.
Yeah.
June
I
26th.
remember it. Yeah, I live in Rockrimmon. We even had to evacuate because of that. Yeah, so yeah. Boy, do I remember that. That was quite the event. I mean, it was a trip. You could see the fires for miles around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey Applegate,
Corey
who's only
Applegate.
33 and single. Did we
Single.
mention that already?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. So we'll
You're
mention it again.
welcome.
I didn't know this was a dating show.
I know,
We
right?
should get commission though for like people hooking up on the show.
We're everything you want to be.
Yes.
Right? So, be encouraged.
Yes,
Encouraging. Indeed. So Corey Applegate is a journeyman electrician with 9 years of experience, so he can light your fire.
Oh my God.
And
This is too fun.
aren't you glad you came?
I love it.
He's going to kick me all the way down
Yes.
the stairs.
I was going to ask if he's kicked you yet.
Oh, 9 years of experience and a former planning commissioner and city council member for the city of Fountain. He currently serves as a county commissioner for District 4 in El Paso County. So welcome, gentlemen. You know, we don't normally do politics.
No.
Because politics and encouragement don't make very good bedfellows.
They don't.
Right? So,
We'll
so
change that mindset.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually got some encouraging things to say and share.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
But after we hear
Yeah,
their
I
stories.
almost fired her after I said you were coming on. But
It's Bill. He's my buddy. I'm like, he's coming on the show.
I love Bill.
Yeah.
I just don't like politics.
Yeah, we
So-
don't like
Be honest, right? So, okay, go ahead and lead us into this
Yes.
encouraging conversation.
So I'm going to start with you, Corey, because we don't know you. So this
Okay.
is going to be interesting.
There you go.
Okay. So we would like to hear your personal story. Where you're born, how many siblings, all the things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was born in California.
Where?
So kind of near Reagan Country, so Paso Robles to be exact. So I was born in
Okay.
Templeton. Paso Robles didn't have a hospital. But I was born in Templeton, raised in Paso Robles. I don't know if you're familiar with 805 Firestone Walker Brewery brand. I went to his grand opening as a kid. So I was
really?
a 5-6-year-old kid, and
Wow.
he was opening the big brewery in town. So
Nice.
yeah, so we lived there for about 13 years. My grandmother had died in 2004, I think it was 2004, 2005. She died around there, and so Dad was a Denver native, so we were looking for homes outside of the state, and so we settled on Colorado in the Springs area.
Okay. How old
Yeah.
were you when you got here?
13, almost
Oh,
14,
nice.
almost
Okay.
14. Yeah, just
So-
the edge of 14. So yeah, so actually come this month. This is my 20th year in the state now. So
Wow.
lived here longer than anywhere else. Lived in Fountain longer than anywhere else. So
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. My
It's
wife's
definitely
from
my
San Luis Obispo.
Oh, there you go. I know exactly where that's at. That was 30 miles south of where I am.
Yeah.
So there you go. See, so we know we're in the same
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
I'm from the San
You come
Francisco
out
Bay.
too.
San Francisco Bay
Yeah.
Area. See, yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, same thing. You know,
All
we were
three
about-
of my daughters, two in the Northern California,
Yeah.
and then my last one, I was an Air Force wife. So we
Oh,
were on
okay.
Vandenberg Air Force Base. So
I know where
she
that's at.
was
Yep,
born in
exactly.
SLO.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
Slow baby.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then moved out here with the family. I got 2 younger siblings, and mom and dad they still live in town. They still live in Fountain. So I visit them every once in a
Wow.
while. So I pop over and say hey.
Oh,
so.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so-
Are your sisters still here?
Or well, it's a sibling, so it's a brother and a sister.
Oh,
so
sorry, I
they're,
just
so
assumed.
they're well,
Okay.
brother's in the Navy right now, so he's actually out of town. So he's training right now. He's been learning on the job in Virginia. So
Okay.
he's at their
What made
shipyard
him
out
choose
there.
Navy? I'm curious.
Dad,
It's the best.
Dad, yeah, it's the best. There you go.
I knew you would say that.
Dad was in the Navy before him. So,
Oh, so
it's
it's
an
in the
inspiration there.
family.
Yeah, so it runs in the family.
Is that
so.
how you two bonded? Was the whole Navy lineage thing?
Not really.
No.
Really? I was gonna say, 'cause I was never in. I never served, but
Yeah.
Dad was a naval veteran. So during the Vietnam era, so he was
Oh,
in
very
during that
cool.
time. So brother took, I think, inspiration from that. So
Yeah.
from Dad. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank your dad for it. Is he's still around, right?
Yeah,
He's
he's still-
alive?
yeah.
Yeah, thank him for
I'll
his
tell him.
service.
Yeah.
for
I'll tell him
us.
that's
awesome.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. I was in the best. I was in the Air Force.
Oh, there you go. I guess.
Wysong did the eyebrow thing, right?
Oh, that's right. This is audio.
Someone had to fly the planes, right?
That's
Oh, it's
right.
video too, Bill. You're
It's
right.
video.
You're on
Yeah, they
live.
can actually see you now. They can see the eyebrow.
Yeah. There's no take backs even on this show.
Right.
Yeah.
So how about you, Bill? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, born and raised in Oregon, so I basically was born a duck. Went through all my education in Eugene, Oregon. Did my stint in the Navy. Got
How
out
long were you in?
just a little over 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yep.
Were you commissioned into the Navy?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
I was just enlisted. Didn't know what I was going to do. And it just kind of gave me that opportunity to spend a little more time kind of doing that self-introspection, and didn't plan on getting out as early as I did, but unfortunate for me, and so then it was opportunity to go back to school, get my marketing degree, and went out in the business world, telecommunications for 28 some years.
No
and,
mind. Yeah.
but that's what allowed me to move here.
And that's,
Colorado
you met
Springs.
your bride in Oregon, right?
Um,
Because you guys been married for a long time.
no, I've been married before, but my
Me
current
too.
wife.
Yeah, me too.
Not
but,
you.
My current
It's
wife.
not uncommon.
Met my current wife here, and you know it's going out to thousands or millions or whatever. But we actually met at a divorce recovery workshop.
Oh, no.
And the first thing they told us was this is not a dating service.
Yes.
So if my wife was here, she'd okay, Bill was very distant because he was trying to follow the directions.
Yes.
But we dated for 4 years just to make sure,
Aw.
and then got married, and we've just had a blessed almost 18 plus years.
That's
Have
awesome.
you?
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
I'll be married to my second wife 19 years on November 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was married 20 years the first time.
So pick wisely, Corey.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So what brought you here though, Bill? The Colorado.
Well, it was the telecommunications. I was working in California in the Bay Area, Rome Corporation, which was a telecommunications firm, and they needed a position out here, and I thought, oh, this would be great.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really care for Denver, but when the opportunity for Colorado Springs came up, I jumped at it because I was eager to get out of California, and just fell in love with Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
And I had the option of moving back, and I said, no, I want to stay here. So
We're
it's
glad you did.
36 years.
You've been 36?
Yeah, in
Ah,
Colorado Springs.
yeah, 42. I still win, so everything's a
He's
competition.
very competitive.
I'm saying, right? Yeah. 39 years of marriage total. Did I
Oh my
win that?
gosh.
Not sure.
No.
He doesn't even
He doesn't even remember the first marriage. He's like, no,
not
I'm good.
counting the first
He's like, I'm like, so it was a few years, whatever.
So how many years?
A total?
Yeah.
Married 39.
I think I got you beat.
You got me beat?
Because, my oldest son is going to be 39. And,
That's from wifey number one.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah. My oldest son's going to be 43 on October 30th. So you don't have me beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, take
It's
a little
not.
bit of
Oh,
that.
well, all right.
But that's not your bloodline son.
But he was 18 months old when I married his mother.
That's true.
So 41 years I've known him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly fine.
She's trying to give you some backup over
I
here.
am.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah, because she know I'll be like
Yeah, he's very
winning.
competitive.
Guys, we're so glad to have you. I know we joke a lot, and you guys are in some serious stuff
Yeah.
because what you do is incredibly important to our communities. And so having county commissioners on is a boon. Thank you for doing it, because that's how you roll. Yeah. So Corey, how did you get into politics, brother?
Long story.
You're only 33. It can't be that long.
went to a presidential rally actually when I was 16, about to turn 17.
Okay.
So I got to hear John McCain speak, and I was kind of interested. And you're kind of like, you're watching what's going on politically, so you're kind of like seeing what the rhetoric is, both sides, that kind of thing. Got kind of fired up. Started getting involved in the party. I went to my first county assembly at 2010. And so I was an alternate, and I got bumped up to delegate. So I actually got to vote. I got to vote. I got to vote for like a sheriff candidate and everything. I'm going, whoa, this is cool. 18-year-old kid, and you're voting, in the room with all the adults, and so it was quite inspiring. And then my father had just got on planning commission in 2010.
Yeah.
He termed out in 2015, and then he decided to run for city council. I ran both his first two campaigns.
Wow.
Well,
You ran your dad's campaign?
Yeah. And so when he won his when he won his re-election in 2019, I had
You won both ones you ran.
Yeah.
Of course. It's Corey Applegate.
I'm undefeated here as a campaign
Let's
manager.
go.
I'm like 3-0. I'm like, I've never lost.
Oh, I love that.
I've never lost, not as a campaign manager. But no, seriously. So he and then when he's in 2019, I have everybody telling me, saying, Corey, you got to consider stepping up. You've got to consider running. Like, how are you going to get involved? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And so that's when I made the step, and I went on the planning commission because my school schedule had changed. I was in trade school at the time.
Okay.
And so everything changed, and so I had the availability. So I was able to get on planning commission, get kind of my feet wet under me for about a year and a half. You're up on a board, you're up on a dais, you're voting, on key issues, and then council goes and they vote on it. So, but you're kind of seeing those issues, the planning and development beforehand. So it was kind of really got me interested in it. And then by 21, it was hit the ground running. I started running for office, ran for Ward 3, Fountain City Council, won, and then everybody kept telling me, even from that moment, like a couple of years into that, everybody was saying, your commissioner's terming out in about a year. I said, you should consider this. This is, this could be a step up for you. So you can do more for the district. And at the time in Ward 3, I had all kinds of people, because it borders Colorado Springs, it borders Whitefield Security Area, it borders Fort Carson. I had people that were just outside the district, and they're reaching out to me, and they're saying, how can I get help on this problem? Is there a way you can help me? And I'd be giving them phone numbers, giving them email addresses to people that, they're like, this is your district representative, this is who you got to talk to.
Yeah.
And they were able to get a lot of their problems solved because of that.
Oh, that's
so it's like, so I'm
amazing.
sitting there looking at it, and I'm going, well, if I can handle these 4 precincts, who's to say I can't handle it at a bigger scale, in a bigger district? So I thought, why not me? Let's just run.
Why not you?
Right, let's just run, and let's just see what happens.
Oh, that's
So,
amazing.
How many people on the ballot that you ran against?
Oh, it was 3 in the primary and then 3 in the general election for the commissioner position. Yeah, it was so it was a lot. I mean, it was heavily contested.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you kicked butt like
At
you
any
meant
one,
it.
at any one point, there was 5 people in that race. So so,
Corey Applegate.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, he don't lose.
I don't lose. Yeah, there you go. Undefeated.
So, Bill, I love the story that you shared with me when we met last time about how you got into this political scene. You were in that building, I forget where you were. Anyway, just unpack the story to everyone, please.
Well, 18, 19 months ago, I wasn't even interested.
Yeah.
When I was as a neighborhood advocate, primarily for neighborhood evacuation and understanding those kinds of issues because of the Waldo Canyon fire. And they were trying to do some infill within the neighborhood, but infill with houses, okay. Infill with 550 potential apartment units, that could have a devastating impact on everyone's ability to get out.
Wow.
And so the all that work just kind of gave me exposure to folks, and I had just started another job related to home inspection, but I was doing inspections for USDA around the country. And I got a phone call saying, you need to run for county commissioner. And it's like, what? I don't think so. And Tom Strand, when he was president of the city council, had made a comment, you need to run for city council. And I said, no, thanks. So it just was not on my radar at all. But then it came about where they passed a bill up in Denver, and Governor Polis signed it. But it was a bill that restricted how local neighborhood organizations, advocacy groups, could potentially be restricted, which I consider very unconstitutional. First Amendment of being able to petition the government for redress. And at the same time that they were kind of penalizing these groups if we filed a 106 lawsuit because we weren't, satisfied with the decisions that they made, meaning whether it's city council or county commissioners as it relates to residential type development, that if we lost, we had to pay attorney's fees to the city or the county. However, if the reverse was true, where they sided with the neighborhood and the applicant sued and lost, they did not have to pay court costs and attorney's fees and stuff. And so, I mean, now wait a minute, this is what I had been doing for the 5 previous years, and that just wasn't right. Right. And so 2 weeks before the General Assembly, in March of 24, I signed up and had to put together all my signs and my website and get a hold of all the precinct leaders and let them know who I am and what I stand for. And the whole idea of you can either get on the ballot by going through the assembly or you petition on. Well, there were 3 other people that were already on the ballot by petition. So I was going in just, 2 weeks effort. If I didn't make it, then I didn't make it. And you needed 30% to get on the ballot.
Which is a lot.
And I got just a little under 60%.
It's incredible.
60.
Yes.
And so there were 2 other people that were wanting to try to get on the ballot. That kind of took them away because they split the remaining 40, so they didn't get on the ballot. But by going through the assembly, that allowed me to be top line. And so it was hard fought because all 3 of them had prior experience.
Yeah.
One was no longer on city council, but one was a state representative, and the other was a sitting city council.
Wow.
Talk about the perfect timing, though, and the need of him, right?
Yeah.
And it just the timing. You're right, was just
exactly.
It was perfect. And the message really resonated with everyone. That the whole idea is we've got to protect our neighborhoods.
Yes.
And so we'll get to that, but that's how I got into it, politics, and I really don't care for the politic element, but it is exciting. There's been the learning curve has been huge, but I have enjoyed everything that we've done for the last 8 months.
Awesome. Isn't that a trip? Because I saw your sign, because you represent me, right? That's your but I didn't put 2 and 2 together, Lisa.
I didn't. I saw your signs everywhere too, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I was the mayor's fellow, one of the fellows last year, and you're on the bench, and I'm like, Frank, look, there's Bill.
I know.
Nice.
Bill, what are you doing here?
I wanted to be way louder, but I didn't. I behaved myself, but still, I was tempted. That was on Martin Luther King Day.
Martin Luther King
with your yellow
proclamation.
scarf. Yes.
That was for the homeschool, I think it was.
Yeah.
The scarf.
Yeah, that guy that used to do all of the building and stuff. What's his name? Steve Shuck?
Steve Shuck,
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one that started Parents Challenge. Because that young lady is coming on our show as well, the one that leads Parents Challenge.
Awesome.
So, go.
Okay, because I have
She has
one more
love
question.
this, so go.
So, Corey, are you the youngest ever to do this, like in the city?
So they dug back. They went, yeah, for the county.
Yeah, for the
They
county.
went back as far as like World War II era with the
Yeah.
numbers they had and the documents they had.
Yeah.
And as far as they can tell, I'm the youngest county commissioner from El Paso County.
Wow.
You are the youngest.
I am the youngest.
So do you feel like you had to, like,
Prove yourself.
prove, yeah.
Looking at all these
Or,
seasoned
or were people open? I know you want to sound positive because you're on a podcast,
Right.
but like, be real. Was it
Okay.
hard?
I mean, you want to hit the ground running. You want to
Mm-hmm.
get your feet set. You want to start doing the work and get the right impression from the neighborhood.
Sure.
I get you hear that a lot. You hear the criticisms. He's too young. He's too immature. Things like that.
Yep.
But you just want to build that up, and you want to know how to carry yourself in the room and everything. So
Yep.
it's been a learning curve. The sheer volume of going from a small municipality to 1/5 of the county was quite something. But
Right.
I think I'm starting to feel way more comfortable in this role now. So now that I've
Good.
been in it about 6 months. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Guys, tell our audience, what exactly does a county commissioner do?
Yeah.
You want to go ahead? Go ahead? Okay. Okay. Budget and policy, those are your first two things. So you set your budgets for your different departments because you have different groups that are underneath you. So like your sheriff's office, your clerk and recorder, your county assessor, things like that, the coroner's office, they're all underneath there. So you
So
make sure
all
that-
the things that a county.
Right. Make sure even their maintenance, your DPW, make sure they got
Yeah.
enough money they can fix potholes. Make sure that cops have the right equipment and
They all
everything, yeah.
report to you?
Well, directors of the departments, the head departments,
Okay.
they will report to us on occasion. So whether it's by quarter or annually, they will come by and say this is where we're spending the taxpayer dollars and this is what is going to our department and our funding's adequate and we have enough we need right now. So
Cool. So
Yeah.
who's your guys' boss?
Us.
You are.
yeah, you are. No, yeah, seriously, yeah,
All of us.
seriously, yeah. I always joke about it. I said I have no
Yeah.
boss, but I have 155,000, 45,000 the best bosses
Yeah.
ever because every one of them, I have to answer to the people. I mean, at the end
Nice.
of the day, yeah.
Okay.
HR can't tell me what to do, but I have to answer to my citizens. So
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just a interesting point, and this is stuff that you learn, and I've got to Corey's horn there for a second. With Planning Commission and then his time on the Fountain City Council, gave him a lot of experience that I don't have.
Yes.
So if they're saying that he's too young, well, no, you got to go back, and he actually has more experience behind the dais and procedures and all that. Because sometimes they'll look, our chair Geithner will look at me like, okay, you're supposed to be doing something here. It's like, okay, what is it? Oh yes.
We're voting. I forgot. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the pressure can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not huge pressure, but
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm losing track of where you're at. But the unique thing about the county, there's a number of entities like the coroner and the clerk and recorder and the assessor and the surveyor and all the rest, sheriff. Even though they're elected officials, so we don't really manage them.
Right.
We just manage the budget.
Right.
Our city administrator, Brett Waters, he kind of gets involved with the budgets and all that kind of stuff before it gets to us, so that we're not bogged down into some of that minutia.
Yes.
So he kind of takes care of the big stuff. But the fact that the elected officials run their entities as an elected official, so they're responsible again to the public that elected them. But we have a little say in the sense that we control the budget. And our county treasurer, Chuck Borman, he's the one that likes to say, yeah, but I collect the money.
Yeah. The money guy.
And so, we've got a 28, 30, whatever it is, departments that directly fall under Brett Waters and Sonny Bryant. And then they ultimately come to us.
Yeah.
So that's kind of that difference. And some people will say, well, what's the difference between city and county? Well, that is the big thing. Those other elected officials, the city doesn't have a coroner. They don't have, the sheriff, which is really the jail, because the sheriff really is the unincorporated. So it's outside city limits, whether it's Fountain, Colorado Springs, Monument, Palmer Lake, whatever. And the city may have a clerk and recorder, but it's only for their municipal election. So anytime you have a combined election or a general election, then the county gets involved, and that's a whole nother scenario.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it's
Right.
we collect the property taxes, but
Right.
what's really fascinating, out of every dollar you pay in for property taxes, the county only retains less than 10 cents.
Yeah.
Everything else, school districts, municipal districts, especially if you're in an unincorporated area, library. I mean,
Yeah.
it gets spread out. So, for every dollar, we get to keep 10 cents. Well, that 10 cents now have to be split out to 28 different groups.
Wow. That's
So
rough.
it doesn't go very far.
Yeah.
And El Paso County is the largest by population
In the state.
Yeah.
755,000, something like that. But if you look at the top 10 counties by population, we're like number 9 or 10 as it comes to property tax rates. So people
That's
with
great.
smaller counties have much higher tax rates. And so our philosophy is to be very fiscally conservative and responsible. And so you're not going to see us passing a lot of ordinances or what have you that increase taxes or even support them.
Well, thank you.
Because
Yeah.
exactly.
There's probably not a mill of increase coming soon. So yeah, exactly.
Well, I love
so,
that you
yeah.
both are here in living in the thick of it, and so you guys are invested personally,
Yeah.
right? It's incredible.
Yeah, but you listen, let me play devil's advocate for a minute.
Because you love to do that.
I do, and what do you say to the person that's looking at this show saying, why do you guys have so many layers of government? I mean, come on now, why can't we just have an overarching group of overseers instead of having a city council, commissioners, etc., that just oversees the whole pot and stuff and all this division of responsibilities? What say you?
I think the biggest thing is too, you look at it and you want to have your different layers of government. You don't want one group of people having too much control over everything. I got to stay in my lane. If City of Colorado Springs has something going on, or I have a constituent that reaches out to me and lives within city limits, I tell them, I say, you got to go to their council, you got to go to their administrators and talk to them. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm not going to sit there and tell them, say, you got to fix this problem. You got to be here for this. It's not.
So it's an absolute power thing?
So it's not, so it's not like an absolute power thing. It's not like I may hold the purse strings for the county, but outside of that, I mean, the municipalities within our county are still going to do what they're going to do.
But doesn't the city council get kind of ticked that you got to have a relatively decent salary as county commissioners, i.e. council people have a paltry salary? How does that conversation?
Full-time job. It's a full-time job. You're basically like a county manager in a way, because it was 5 of us. I mean, that's what you're doing. So you're not only voting on the dais and making decisions, you've got other things you have to show up for. You have all these different internal meetings, all these events you need to be there at, because the county's sponsoring a lot of this stuff. So we're like a manager for the city.
Do they get
manager for the
ticked at
county.
you guys though? Knowing that
Well,
you
they
jamming?
signed up for it, Frank.
I know.
We got
I've been in the county. I've been
Right? Like, I'm just saying.
He's being that devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny you should bring that up, because that was the primary reason I didn't want to get involved with city council.
Yeah.
I'm still
You make
running my
nothing.
own business.
Yeah.
Right.
And I saw how hard they had to work and the time and effort, even though I didn't think they listened to the advocacy groups enough.
Thought you'd throw that in for free.
Yeah.
Except for Dave Donaldson. I'll give him a big plug.
Yes.
Because he's also our at least for me, he's our county commissioner, District 1. But when you look at the city, they're a home rule city, and then they went through that strong mayor change over a city manager to strong mayor. But I've talked with some people off and on that I really think they need to be compensated. Now is not the year to ask.
Nope.
Being $11 million dollars with the projected shortfall.
Yep.
But they have a tremendous amount of responsibility because not only are they running the city and approving budgets and what have you, they're also the board for CSU.
Yep.
In itself is $1 billion enterprise.
Yep.
And Corey and I have been very lucky over the last 5 months that I got congratulated, and I'm assuming Corey did too, by Travis Steele, the CEO of CSU.
CSU.
And it's, why are they here? We don't have utility. We don't really work together. Wrong. And that was a huge opportunity to be educated. And it kind of goes back to the stormwater fiasco when Pueblo got inundated from sewage from Colorado Springs, and all kinds of things. And then the SDS pipeline. Well, guess what? It goes through the county. There's so much interaction that we have with CSU and also then the city. But there's a really strong dividing line, and they have their responsible areas of responsibility. And kind of an example is when the city wants to annex, we have very little to say on an annexation. We can put some stipulations and wishes and requirements, but may or may not get fully adopted because the municipality basically has the right to say, we want that area as long as those people approve that they want to be annexed. That's why in some areas in middle, Cimarron Hills area, it's not city. City surrounds it, but it is still county.
It's county.
So they opted, no, we got larger lots. We don't want to mess with the city politics or what have you. But it's very interesting. There's a lot of interaction. Most of it I would think would be good. Yeah, they might be a little jealous because of salary, but here's the kicker. That the county is a statutory function of the state. There's a lot of money that gets passed through the county, but we're responsible to the state for a lot of this, and the state sets our salaries. So it's really a state function, not a county function. And by being a home rule city, they can do whatever they want.
Yes.
So that, to answer your question, they might be a little sore, but they do a tremendous amount of work.
They do.
They do.
And one of the things that's always kind of rubbed the average citizen wrongly, you didn't think I knew any of this stuff, did you? Just because I don't like politics.
We know you can read.
Is that on city council, and I've had great relationships with commissioners, even though I can't remember their names. Daryl and Cammie and Gonzalez and all these folk and etc. But on the city level, it's difficult for people that aren't wealthy or very well off to accept the run for city council.
They may have a heart for it.
They have a heart for it, but unless they up that opportunity to have a living wage, because I know I couldn't run my business and do that at the same time.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, I was Kimberly Gold's business coach before she ran for city council. Right? Yeah, so thankfully for her, she can manage that. But that's tough.
And having term limits helps also, because you don't want to have someone get in there and then become a forever career working off the city. It's one thing if you're in an apartment, what have you.
Right.
Likewise with the county is that you got 2 4-year terms. That's it.
Yep.
And there's exceptions to that. The replacement for Cammie is Lauren Nelson, and she was appointed.
Who appointed her?
Her district precincts, the precincts in District 5, appointed her. She has to run for election in November to keep her appointment. And then she'll run again in 2026. But since it's an appointment, that doesn't count
Yeah.
as part of the 4-year term. So she could actually do almost 10 years.
Yeah.
But having, whether it's county or city, term limit, I think is so important, because you do want to get new blood in.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
not make it a career out of being, either a city councilor or a county commissioner. Now, some counties in the state have no term limits. So, but they're the smaller ones.
Yeah.
They don't have as many choices. So if they
Yeah.
get someone, they're pretty thankful.
Yeah.
We've been to those CCI meetings too, where they're honoring some guy. They're like, Bob Johnson, he's been in the seat for 28 years, and we're going, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you gave an acronym, got to spell it out.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, okay. Colorado County is incorporated too.
Oh,
is the
okay.
organization. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Your whole district's incorporated, isn't it? Is your whole district incorporated?
No. Well, no. It's I encompass the entire city of Fountain. That's
Oh.
And then there's only a few even areas that are even in the city of Colorado Springs. Everything else is unincorporated. So like
Okay.
Norriston Ranch, Whitefield Security Area,
Yeah,
Colorado Center, way out
That's
east.
what I
Way out.
meant,
I go way out east.
unincorporated.
Right. Like Hanover. I go down to like Hanover area and stuff in Ellicott, and it's like
Ellicott,
those
too?
are those are same thing.
Yeah.
Not municipality. They're just unincorporated area of town.
And if you look at the county, you've got a very strong population along I-25, Monument, Palmer Lake, city, Colorado Springs, and Fountain. But you go a few miles east, and really from Falcon east, it is a completely different environment.
Yes. It is.
And so you've got the metro area, and then you've got really rural county.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a very unique county with that much both metro and rural.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
So when we pass taxes, it affects someone way out east completely different than it does local.
Absolutely.
So, sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. That was a point. That
Oh,
you
I can
needed
interrupt
me
again?
with.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah.
Corey, you're a county commissioner now, my friend.
I know.
Pump it up.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're undefeated. Pump it up.
Undefeated. Yeah.
What's next?
What's next?
Yeah, what is next for you?
Everybody always keeps saying that. I keep trying to pry it. I'm gonna wait and see. I want to do 8 years with the county, and then we'll see what kind of opens up after
You know
that.
you
So
have
politically.
aspirations.
I do have
I can see it
aspirations.
in your eyes.
Yeah.
I do have aspirations.
Yeah, he got a little
Everyone
twinkle
does.
in his
Yeah.
eye. We're big on dreaming,
There you
so
go.
Yeah,
that's why
dream
we
again.
ask. Yes.
and again.
Governor Applegate.
Ooh.
You never know.
You
Maybe
never
someday.
know.
Maybe someday.
Stranger things will happen, right?
Stranger things have happened. Yeah.
What's your dad's name?
Richard.
Richard Applegate.
Richard Applegate, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that name. Oh, it sounded familiar to me. Yeah. So you're already famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way.
The lineage.
Or in my own mind. Everybody in their own mind.
Yeah.
Everybody's always famous in their own
Yeah.
mind.
legend
Yeah,
in
so-
your own mind.
It's like I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is that time for the famous question.
Well, not yet.
Oh, not yet?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
Yeah. Because didn't you say that? Because you said that he was bringing something powerful, and I think I interrupted trying to be the devil's advocate there.
Oh,
What was
no,
so-
he already said it.
Oh.
How much money goes towards the county and the city versus in the pockets
Okay.
So
of
10
the
cents,
homeowners.
less 10 cents out of every dollar.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Which
people don't realize this.
yeah.
You know.
No.
You guys have your fingers on the pulse of our county here. So tell us what do you hope to see? What each one of you. Why are you serving? What do you want to see happen in our communities?
I think better communication with the citizens is a key one there. continued support from like your DPW for your infrastructure problems.
Oh.
I've seen infrastructure, so like your roads and stuff. I've seen the roads, whether it's county, city. I've seen them deteriorate. They've gotten pretty bad in the last like decade or so.
Yes, they
we need to
have.
put that as a priority. That's important. You know, people don't want to be fixing the struts and the wheels on their cars
All
constantly.
the time.
Right.
There's so many bad potholes everywhere, right? So that's a big part of it. Something I'm looking to do is like CSU had mentioned, we're making the change here. So by the end of the decade, we have to come off of coal. And so something I've been looking into is the nuclear power. Nuclear power has been reclassified in the state of Colorado as clean energy, alternative energy. And so I'm looking at like, how can we bring that to the citizens? How can we get CSU involved? And if they need to build like say a nuclear facility in order to power, we're one of these coal-fired power plants that has to shut down soon. How can we do that? You know, what's the
Why do we
logistics?
have to get off coal?
It was an executive order from the governor. He said he wanted us off of coal by
From,
the end of
what's
the
his
decade.
name?
Jared Polis, yeah. So he wants us off of coal by the end of the decade.
Wow.
And so that's something that's kind of I'm looking at like in the future. You know, the next like 5 years or so. It's like where do we want to be with our power? Because it's important, right? We want to keep the lights on.
But isn't Polis
Want to
going to
keep
be
the podcasts
gone?
running. He is going to be gone, but whoever's the next governor, unless they reverse that, it stays in effect. It stays in effect unless they were.
Governor Wysong.
There we go. We're gonna run
Bill said not only no, but
If you look,
Oh no.
if you look at the gray hair,
in. Yeah.
Yes.
my wife wanted me to retire a couple years ago.
I know.
And then I took a 3-year commitment. Well, a year into that, it was, I just got elected to a 4-year. So added additional time there. But as Corey said, that, you know, the hardest thing that we have to do as a county, I'm not just commissioners, is getting the word out to the community. You know, it used to be real easy. You had newspaper, which, you know, a large chunk of people read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your, you know, 2 or 3 news stations. Well, now you've got, you know, their circulation for the Gazette is like 125,000 out of 750. And then you got 3+ you know, major stations, but then you got all the other cable channels, let alone social media. And with social media, it can be so targeted to what they want to see. Even though you try to get your word out on social media, if you're not in that algorithm, you're completely missed.
yes.
And we have such great stories to tell about what we have done as a county. And every time you talk to people, you know, like the 10 cents out of every dollar,
Yeah.
they looked at the big picture and say, we're in flush with money. Why aren't my roads fixed? But when you explain not only the fact that we only get 10 cents out of every dollar, but if you look at the top 10 populated counties, we're down at 9 or 10 as far as our tax rate. And everyone are just blown away by that. And, you know, power is absolutely going to be necessary, but one of the issues, even though we're a function of the state, we have some ability to fight back, which we're trying to do. But the state comes up with a lot of unfunded or underfunded mandates. And trying to get out of coal as quickly is one of those that is wrong. I mean, it should have been 2050. Because even if we can go with nuclear, and it was great that we were able to get, not we, but at the state, we're able to get nuclear established as a clean energy source, you're minimum 10 years away.
Yeah.
So all it's going to do is drive the cost up for power because of all these solar farms and windmills. And I won't even go down another path, but when you look at housing, even though they're kind of out in the rural area, you're talking thousands of acres
Yes.
of land that can't be built on. So you're taking land away from houses. There's got to be a better way to do it.
Yes.
And
So what about the solar? Clarify the solar comment.
Well, it takes thousands of acres to put some of these big solar farms up. Well,
Okay.
that's all that's there, is solar.
Right.
Put the solar on roofs
Yeah, right.
instead of,
I've got solar on my house.
Yeah.
making it, and especially in new developments where it can be incorporated into the building of
Yeah,
homes.
exactly.
That it, instead of waiting for someone to say, yeah, I'll do it, that's just a function of that neighborhood.
Yes.
In that development, everyone's gonna have solar on them. And then you can work out whatever the agreement is, because they got some weird rules. That if you can't cover your whole roof with panels and expect to sell it. It's basically, you're trying to hit that average of your usage.
Yeah.
And if you're good, no, you might have a little bit to sell, but it's mainly for that home's consumption. Instead of, well, let's just generate electricity for the city.
Yeah.
So,
I'm in total agreement with you, my friend. And without giving away my affiliation, I'm not a fan of our state legislature. I just gave it away, didn't I?
On to something more positive.
Go ahead, ask the question.
All right. Bill, since you're our panel host, I'm going to start with you. So as you know, our whole mission is to infuse hope and encouragement to the world. So I would like you to look at that camera and encourage the world.
well,
No
I
pressure.
think the biggest encouragement is everyone needs to vote. You've got to be aware of the issues, because when you have 30% or less of people voting, there's a huge 70% or a little less of people that aren't participating. So be aware, understand all the issues, and then vote. I'm not telling you how to vote, but by being aware and understanding all the ramifications, you now can be a part of the solution.
Bam.
Nice.
There you go.
I
Corey?
do. I want to speak to the young people. So I'm a product of the American dream. I grew up 3.5 blocks from government projects, and I was able to climb out of those circumstances, and now look where I am at. Not only hold a journeyman electrician's license, where I made more money than most of my friends, most of the people I knew, but I climbed up the ladder politically, and not only was a city councilman, but got elected to a county commissioner in now the largest county in Colorado. So it shows, I hope there's some young people that they watch this day that are inspired, and they understand that this is the greatest country that the world's ever seen, and they have more opportunities at their feet if they're willing to work hard and do a good job and just keep pushing forward and don't ever give up. Don't ever, ever, ever give up. Just keep chugging.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Overview.
Yeah.
Very
Nice.
encouraging.
Well done,
Exactly.
gentlemen.
Way to take us out.
And we weren't even given the questions beforehand.
No?
I know, right? Yeah.
We don't give anyone the question
Yes.
beforehand.
He tried.
Yeah.
He did try.
I did. I gotta admit, but that also kind of gives you the idea, the passion, that some people get into politics for the power. Nope, not at all. And someone was telling me when they were running, they were not successful, but no, I'm a statesman. Because I truly believe that there's a difference between a politician and a statesman. And that's comes from your background and the reason you did run, that you're there to make, the county or the city or whatever you run for. And it may be a little bit of a cliche to say to make things better. However, you've got to look at really the underlying, roots of some of the issues we have. And just to put it into perspective that, people complain about the roads, there's potholes. Well, we could pass a 2C equivalent like the city did, but that raises taxes. And people, and again, as I talked about rural, half of the county roads are gravel.
Yep.
And so, all right, and they try to grade them 2 or 3 times a year, because especially with our weather and things like that, it can cause all kinds of havoc. So it's so important to understand the nuances. Everyone has kind of a key item or area that they would like to see, whether it's DHS or roads or whatever it may be. It all costs money. And so, okay, we're trying to be very fiscally responsible of how we do things. And that it's not easy to do.
And if you weren't doing that, then you have an outcry about your lack of fiscal responsibility.
Right, exactly.
Right?
It's a catch-22.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And is there a balance? Is there certain things that can be done? It all comes at a cost. So how do you balance that out? And all right, we take something to the voters for a tax increase or whatever it may be. But if only 30% are participating, we're not even getting the majority of the people voting, which is frustrating.
It is frustrating.
Yeah.
And when you do 30% these days, that's a high number.
Right.
And that is so sad that's high in participation. Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on.
This was awesome.
And being so transparent about
Thank
where
you.
you stand and where we stand as a county as well. You guys rock.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
It's been a
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Yeah. Lise?
All right. So before we wrap up, let's spotlight our sponsor, Planet Duck. Mr. Brandon Kirk and his team offer astronomical air duct cleaning with the most powerful vacuum trucks in Colorado. Stronger than the vacuum of space.
Yes, they are. Listen, guys, visit us at beencouraged.net to become a sponsor and get your business name out there to our growing audience. Our platinum sponsor has seen an aggressive 900% growth in their business in just 7 months of sponsoring us. Like and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn to join us on our journey to extend hope and encouragement into community and help people realize their potential through networking, collaboration, and community involvement. And remember, if you want to join us live internationally, just go to our website and select international via Instagram, and you can join us live from anywhere in the world.
And remember my quarterly Business Connect karaoke night for business owners. It's free. It'll be at Whirly Ball on the last Tuesday of this month at 5 p.m. I'd love to see you guys there.
We're going to sing our hearts out that night.
Yes.
Lisa and I have worked very hard this weekend to try to get better. All I got was tired. So we'll keep working. All right. So thank you, partner.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys. We'll be back next Monday with the Be Encouraged Show with